What's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I'm back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. On today's video, we will be covering Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. And this one right here is titled Who Killed Famous Part 4. Now, I know I am behind. It's crazy, bro. I swear to God, y'all. Life be lifing. Like, bro, life been lifing me like more than life damn near lately. But anyways, though, I'm still gonna go ahead and get these up in here. Uh but yeah, like I said, this is part 4 of the 10-part series. And so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to just push all of these out very, very quickly so that you guys could get them before the episode aired. Because, like I said, I'm not exactly sure if they're going to reveal, what exactly happened to Famous before on episode 6 or not. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it, but I can never be too sure. So I think it's just best to go ahead and try to push them out. Then we'll start the poll. But anyways, on today's video, the person is the in interest is none other than, give me a second, your boy, Detective Garcia. That is right, my good glad friends. We have your boy, Detective Garcia, because a couple of people have been floating his names around. And as I said, the people that I will be putting a part of this series are the ones that the fans has been speculating and predicting that this might be our guy, right? Now I'm gonna go ahead and just put it out there. Me personally have don't think this is him. I seriously don't see a reason whatsoever of why, you know what I'm saying, why Detective Garcia would do this. But maybe after, reviewing this video, the people that think it's Garcia will understand this as well. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this. So, like I told y'all, we're dealing with Detective Garcia, and um, we're gonna still use the same rules that I've been using from the prior 3 videos. We're going to use the 3 key components for identifying who is the murderer of your boy Sean Famous Figueroa, right? So, in order to be this guy, in my opinion, they have to fill these 3 key components, and that is um, motive. Does this guy have motive? 2, does the timeline fit? Basically, I'm saying we know Famous was taken out within 3 months. We know he's been dead for like 3 months. So these characters, obviously, more than likely, in my opinion, is probably a main character. But let's just say any of the characters that we're dealing with, where was they whereabouts during this particular time period? And then lastly, how would it affect the storyline? Because they're not going to just more than likely have a random do it. It's probably going to be some, or it could be a random, but how would it affect this storyline if it was them? But anyways, so let's go ahead and take a look at Detective Garcia. Number 1, does he have a motive? If you ask me, absolutely not. He doesn't have a motive because what does Detective Garcia gain for killing Famous? If you ask me, this goes completely against what his agenda was, because his agenda was to successfully use Famous to close his case that he had. As we know, his superior his supervisor, the chief of police, was telling him that he wanted him to close this case as as quick as possible.
You're gonna be a one-man band, but it needs to be on the QT, not a goddamn whisper. Press up your informants, lean on your locals, squeeze hard on anyone you can. Whoever put Howard down is still out there. My guess is the shooter's the same one who wet him up by Baisley way back when.
So, as you can see by the clip, that this doesn't necessarily mean that he honestly, if you ask me from that clip or what we just heard, that means he didn't take out Kanan. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because um the chief was telling him, the captain was telling him to, basically do whatever it is you have to do to close the case, and basically they were trying to find out who harmed Howard. But anyways, even if, let's just say, because I know ugly ass niggas, I know how y'all are. You might try to say, well, yeah, that's why he took out Famous, because he was suspicious that Famous may have had something to do with taking out Howard. Nah, ugly ass nigga. Because think about this. Why would you want to take out the person that put Howard down? That doesn't help solve the case. It doesn't. In fact, that hurts it even more because now you don't get justice for it. The whole point of this is to get justice for the death of a dead cop, even a dirty cop, like the captain said. So that eliminates the motive. He doesn't have a motive to want to take out your boy, Famous. Also, not just that, we have another clip that also supports this claim.
When I came here to report my son missing, after 5 days, you told me to come back after 3 weeks. When I came back after 3 weeks, you said to wait 2 months. Now it's 3 months and my son is still missing.
I don't think missing is the right word to use here. Running is more like it. There's a warrant out for Sean. It seems pretty likely that his disappearance is a choice on his part.
Sean wouldn't run. He was talking to you. He was telling you things you wanted to know. He was going to turn himself in.
We're looking for Sean.
There you have it. He just got through telling her right there. Well, actually, Miss Figueroa, Olga, Famous mom, just said that Famous was talking to him. He was giving him what he wanted. Therefore, if he was communicating and cooperating with the authorities, why would Garcia want to take him out? It doesn't make sense. He would want to keep him alive more than anyone because this helps solve the case, like the captain was asking him to do. Taking him out doesn't help the situation unless the only possible way I could see this going on is let's say maybe Garcia was a dirty cop and it was some kind of information that Famous was you know what I'm saying, that Famous had that he could have possibly put on the table and he didn't want anyone finding out, so he decided to take him out. That's the only way. If he was a dirty cop, I could possibly see it. But moving along to number two, the timeline. Like obviously, Detective Garcia knew exactly when Famous was gonna get out because he worked at the precinct, so he could have easily followed Famous wherever he went later on and caught him slipping and took him out. So he checks that box. Lastly, how would it affect the storyline? Well, I say it would affect the storyline kind of strongly because now he was taken out by a dirty cop, and it would kind of give you a parallel. It could give us a parallel of like just like Tariq. Tariq's sister, which was his best friend, basically, was taken out by a dirty cop. So if Detective Garcia turns out to be a dirty cop, then that would definitely pump up, you know, the ratings a bit, and it would be a very interesting story. So I would say he checks that box as well. The only one I think he doesn't check is the motive. And honestly, to be honest, now that I'm sitting here thinking of this, y'all, kind of, he slick would have a motive if he's a dirty cop. So what matters here is if he's a dirty cop. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, in my opinion, I don't think he is. I think he falls under the Cooper Sacks of the world and the Blanca Rodriguez of the world, which are basically cops that aren't really dirty. Like they are dirty, like they're willing to go the extra mile to get justice, which is illegal. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're doing things that they don't supposed to do, but they're only doing it because they know that the criminal is guilty, but they can't prove it. So they're taking things into their own hands. You know what I'm saying? Those type, not the types like Ray that'll go and kill a civilian in cold blood to save his ass and stuff like that. The Rays of the world, the jukeboxes of the world, what she's gonna become, you know. And shoot, even Detective Howard, kind of, because he took out some people and wasn't following, that was kind of wrong. But he's not exactly like the Rays. But you get what I'm saying. So my point is I think he's willing to go the extra mile to try to get justice, but he's not the type that'll be dirty and take somebody out because he got some kind of BS going on behind the closed doors that we don't know about. I don't think it's that deep. So overall, in my opinion, I think Detective Garcia is not our guy. But hey, I could be wrong. But lastly, before I get up out of here, we want to go ahead and share, of course, the legendary photo that we've been using, of course, to support the claim of who we believe is the person that's behind the trigger. And if you ask me, the hand kind of looked black. So if this is the death of Famous, which more than likely it probably is, then this is absolutely not Detective Garcia because the hand is a black hand, in my opinion. But y'all definitely let me know, what y'all thinking up in these comments. You feel me? Because this thing is very much interesting. And for those of y'all who think it's Garcia, go ahead and support your claim in the comment section and let me know why, and why you think it is him and how you feel about it. But in my opinion, like I said, I still think that it's not him. But we will continue to, talk about it with the other characters. So follow me on my journey as I identify the remaining 6 characters. But for now, that's it for this particular video. So if you're cool with me, fool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your glad friends. But until the next video, I'm out.